Hey, I'm Mindblower, and I'm a blower mind. Well, I have no idea what day it is. 5:15. It's past Christmas? Another holiday, another chance to talk about Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. How much I joke about the events in this game, I quite like them. This one's called Toy Day. Last time I only talked about the newest addition to the franchise, New Horizons, but the events go far back as the original GameCube game. Now surprisingly, these events take place on the 24th and not on the actual day the event is based on. But the original Animal Crossing, a little event happens on the 23rd. You get a gift, whoop-de-doo, I got a toy car. But the real event starts on the 24th where you get another gift. Whoop-de-doo, I got a rug. It features Jingle, this reindeer character. He doesn't bring much to the table, but he does add a Santa Claus-like character to the event. Good enough, but there's not really any other animal you could have chosen, Nintendo. The reindeer is kind of the basic Christmas animal. Snowman would have been pretty cool to portray a Santa-like character, or a koala, or sloth, because the idea of Santa being big and fat.
I'm not complaining, I'm just saying it's bad.
Welcome to one of my cardinal sins. I don't own Wild World. I will live this down on the day I die, or I can just get Wild World. I'd rather die than getting Wild World. Let's move on to superior Wild World. City Folk. City Folk's Toy Day event is when Jingle gives you a present similar to Animal Crossing on the GameCube. There's an easy way to choose it. Buy shirts.
I knew this life choice was worth it.
Now let's move on to New Leaf, aka New Leaf, where you buy shirts. Each version is very different from the last, but this one, you give the presents. You get the Jingle or Santa costume, you deliver presents to the villager, and overall it's really fun. But you know what's funnier?
Shirts?
New Relief, or as most people like to call it, New Horizon. It's the latest installment in the Animal Crossing series. Most people have played tons of this game, myself included. But this new Toy Day is kind of like taking inspiration from New Leaf. It's the same stick. You deliver presents, but this time you're an elf as well. Paper, fun, doesn't taste that good.
Well, that was great. Talking about Animal Crossing is always fun. But this is the part where something funner happens.
Hey Sam, my man!
Oh, Jerry, you're the guy who installed the portal.
Oh, I haven't installed it anymore.
That's great and all, but why are you in my home?
Well, I need someone to babysit.
Taking care of something is my worst nightmare. Plus, I'm doing something. Jeez.
You've been sitting there for 2 weeks.
It's not my fault I'm lazy. Plus, don't you have a cult? Isn't it part of a cult's job?
Remember, I got kicked out because of you. The least you could do is babysit for me. Also, it's called a daycare, not a cult.
I need to find a good daycare then. Well, since I did get you kicked out of something that's basically your life, I will do something that's against my fears for you, Jerry.
Actually, I'm starting to second guess myself. Have you seen your copy of Sonic and the Secret Rings? I can tell why taking care of something's one of your fears.
What do you mean? It was like that when I got here.
So how much?
Ah! It just gave me an elf on the shelf. It's not even alive and my fears are going through the roof. Oh no, it's peeing already.
I thought my holiday was going to be peacefully playing Animal Crossing, thinking why Sonic and the Secret Rings exists, except that I became a cult. Daycare.
So, what is an elf on the shelf?
An elf on the shelf, or a scout elf, hides in your home and collects intel on you.
The Russians, they started invading.
Sadly, it's not the communist Russians, instead it's the capitalist Santa, as the elf on the shelves are sold for $30. Isn't that nice?
To me, it's a form of Bitcoin.
As the official Elf on the Shelf website puts it, the Elf on the Shelf is a fun-filled Christmas tradition that's captured the heart of children everywhere who welcome home one of Santa's scout elves each holiday season.
We welcome the capitalists?
The website also says that they help manage Santa's nice list, like, before he became a capitalist, was it that hard? Apparently every day the elf moves around, Alice as well.
I've been staring at it for 5 days and it hasn't moved. He must have gone to go get snacks. It's like I told you.
Apparently, only these elves have red jumpsuits. What are all the other elves wearing? Or are they just nude? What's the lore behind this?
Did I just review a living thing?
Oh yeah, I forgot something. It's his favorite movie.
Thanks, I guess. Anyways, what are you doing that makes me need to take care of this anyways?
Oh yeah, I'm getting plastic surgery.
Do you even have a face?
I played Utopia once.
Oh!
I guess we have to talk about an elf story, an Elf on the Shelf special.
Didn't know capitalism had a movie.
The movie starts with the elves running about. All these elves are wearing red jumpsuits, so we can tell this movie is obviously non-canon. Jippy, our main character, talks to Santa. Santa realizes that he's been thinking a lot about a person named Taylor, and Taylor is questioning his belief. We all know if you're questioning your cult leader, they'll send a Jehovah's Witness to you, so they do.
Wait, it can't be right. The elf on the shelf here can't be making me try again that weird Yoda cult.
Oh, I have nothing to do about this.
Really, what were you doing then?
Worshipping Thrillville.
Oh yeah, you're a cult.
JP asks Santa to give him a shot at being part of Taylor's family and promises he won't throw away a shot. So this is what Hamilton took inspiration from. JP cuts the line and no one is mad at it, and then they all hear what he whispers for revenge. For some reason, everyone heard it and was shocked. It was that Taylor doesn't believe in Santa. Anyways, everyone applauds him when he says he'll not give up his shot. And just like his country, he's young, scrappy, and hungry, and he won't give away his shot.
That's great and all, but when does human trafficking come to play?
And they all talk about their assignments. Don't worry, these guys are important, so they don't matter. Shippy gets delivered. Aren't the humans concerned that this thing just came on their porch, or did they order it? Well, this is a confusing plot hole, and I'm sure don't want to explore it.
I wonder what the humans look like. So far to me, it looks like a live-action movie, don't get me wrong. But I wonder what the humans look like.
Well, let's see. If the elves are real, are these things real? Because if so, I will pay the government to get rid of them. Well, maybe that's the real capitalism after all. Anyways, we meet Taylor and he's not interested in the elf, even so much to call him names. Then they sing about his name. I personally like Chippy. Yep, they went with Chippy. He has to leave, but he does a little bit of terrorism before he leaves.
A capitalist dream!
Chippy talks to Elf 2, 3, and 4 about their names. They all don't matter, so I'm grouping them to other. Chippy and other sings about their names and how amazing their names are, and even make up words that don't exist. The true thing going on there.
Worse than capitalism, don't even get me started.
One of them becomes a poet for some reason. You can tell by the tie. Anyways, they report to Santa on ice skates when there's no ice skates there.
No witchcraft in my Christmas movie.
At this point in the movie, I realized the humans are really good at speaking, especially the young ones. Usually in the biz we call this voice acting, but this movie obviously is real. Chippy returns to the family and they all search for him. Even though Taylor doesn't believe in the elf, he decides to talk to it anyways. And he gets the response he was expecting. Dead, cold silence. Later, Other talks to Chippy about how you need to feel the Christmas magic, not hear it. Yeah, I'm feeling blind, so take that, movie. Other gets hit by a snowball, and Other makes Other a snowman. I thought I should bring that up.
Obviously, this scene's very important to the plot.
Hey look, the family's taking a family photo. Though the elf they've known for like 3 days in the photo, showing how important elf on the shelf is. Buy yours only $29.99. Taylor then kinda kills Chippy by touching him. No biggie.
Wait, you're not supposed to touch it?
Chippy falls in the snow and Other helps him back to the base quickly. And there's a doctor's room that helped the sick elves to have been touched. I must have missed this in the lore. Now each one of the characters is like a Disney princess in the third act, alone and depressed. Taylor writes a letter to Santa saying sorry for kinda killing Chippy. Also, I didn't read up on the lore, but how does the letter get to Santa? Every piece of media like sends letters to Santa, but no one takes the time to ask how.
They make the letters into paper airplanes and they fly to the North Pole.
Santa shows a letter to Chippy and he flies away, happy once more. Now everyone's no longer depressed and they all sing a happy song about how much they like Christmas.
I like Christmas, it's nice.
There's a montage of the family doing Christmas stuff, and it ends with the family putting out milk and cookies. Chippy then leaves the family with Santa and all the other elves.
Good news, honestly, I'd give it a... Oh no.
The movie has a few flaws, honestly. Mostly, the songs are very auto-tuned and not that good. And secondly, is this an official part of the lore, or is this just a story told in the universe? Some things don't add up, and it's making me confused. The end credits show sketches of the elves as if they were making it in a studio, so that kind of threw me off.
Well, in the movie they named their elf, and I still haven't named my buddy. Well, let's see.
Well, there's Cat, Tangy, and Tank. With names like that, they'll be sure to make bank. I feel like our spirits sank. Woodsworth, Snowflake, Zort, and Chippy. With names like that, I'll make anyone go nifty. Adam, Lewis, Dick. Oh my gosh, there's so many to pick. And that's why his name is...
His name is Jerry Jr.
So why are you here? Why couldn't Jerry come?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Jerry's dying.
Tell him I send my condolences.
He did say to give you Jerry Jr.
No, 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 no!
Before I go, I want to hear you say the thing.
Oh, like and subscribe and that kind of stuff? And go blow someone's mind.
Woo! Yeah!